This is J.D. Moore, and this here's our boy Toby.
Now, as far as I'm concerned, there ain't nothing more American than a dog eating corn on the cob. I don't even know what that means. This is my character, J.D. Moore. Usually wear braces or bubba teeth, a mullet wig, and I love throwing J.D. out there in public because he's such a goober.
Going all the way for USA.
He's not really a redneck, and he's never hateful. He's just J.D. I hope you all have a safe and happy 4th of July. And of course, I know not everyone celebrates. To my UK friends, I'm sorry about all that business with the tea a while back. I think we can be friends now. Cheers.
Here's your moment of zen.
They will soon crown Austin's funniest person. J.D. Moore is in the semifinals this year. He is with us this morning. Where do you come from?
I'm originally from East Tennessee.
East Tennessee.
Right.
All right. So,
volunteer state, by the way. By the way, you know we came here 174 years ago and helped y'all fight down there in San Antonio. That's right, San Antonio, the Alamo. You're welcome. I commit malapropisms, by the way. If you don't know, that's when you say almost the right thing, but then not quite. And I've been doing it a long time. And it's not just because I'm educated. I went to college, but I am from East Tennessee, so there's a lot of catch-up going on. And I was... True story, and that was a weird whistle. True story, and our glass broke right on the front row here. Gotta get these teeth fixed someday soon, just know it. I was in therapy, and it was situational, and she was assessing me, and she said, have you been depressed? I said, yes, ma'am, I have been. And she said, well, how do you know you've been depressed? And I said, well, I've just sometimes curl up on the floor in a fecal position. And she goes, it's called fetal position. I said, why? She goes, it alludes to being in the fetus. I said, she goes, why would you say fecal position? I said, because it describes what's happening. I'm just on the floor, all curled up, feeling shitty. It made sense to me. I can do this thing called slow motion shopper. Check it out. Ain't nobody else doing it.
Well, I call it slow-mo running man chopper.
Here we go. Get my whole body in.
Okay, I gotcha. Wow, J.D., that's kind of freaky. Wow.
These are called bits on death row. I don't do one-liners. I tell stories, but these are determined. You guys can determine whether they stay or go. All right, so here we go. All right, if you don't like them, they're gone, just to let you know. This is a call from the governor could let them live. Have you ever noticed that the word titillation is actually kind of titillating? You had me at tit. Put a question mark next to that one. I believe time travel exists. I just don't know.
Ooh, look at all the new stuff you can add to your burger.
Hello, sir. Nadine, what do you want?
I would like a large Diet Dr. Pepper, please.
Large Diet Dr. Pepper. Can I get you anything else?
No. Do you believe time travel exists?
I do not. I disagree with Einstein.
Well, you're
that
right,
is...
folks.
I appreciate that. That's... disagrees with Einstein. Let me tell you something. Never underestimate anybody. I believe that time travel might exist, but I appreciate him very much. Thank you very much.
Well, no, well, it's a comparison of velocity, really, and I don't agree with that.
It's a comparison of velocity. This man knows what he's talking about. And she knows what she's talking about. She's getting her diet.
I just
Dr.
know
Pepper.
that I need some caffeine.
That affects time. I tried hanging out with some African Bushmen and some Aborigines once, but you know, they're very cliquey. That's a keeper, all right. No, I'm not using just my hand. I know that. I'm just saying that it's still really primitive if you think about it. I mean, there is just a couple of thin layers. Seems like we would have come up with a better idea of what we're technologically. I mean, supposedly we went to the moon. We talk on cellular phones every day that communicate with satellites. We're still wiping our butts like we're monkeys.
Well, J.D., what do you want? You want like a bidet? I mean, in Japan they have those toilets just
I don't know.
right up your hind tail feathers, but I don't know that I like that.
I ain't never heard of that Japan hind-tail feathers, but I'm familiar with a bidet. I think even that's pretty primitive. It just seems like we would have something technologically to accommodate
JD,
that.
You want robot fingers up your butt?
I don't want a robot finger up my butt. I just think there's a better way, and we haven't come up with it yet. That's all I'm saying. Robot fingers up my butt. Can we just all decide to rename Sudoku unnecessary math? Here's one with grammar. I hate punctuation, period. Gone. The villagers have spoken. One more. This is Vincent Van Gogh, if he was alive today, getting a phone call. Hello? Hello? And we're, look, like here. Like nowhere, okay? Except we were in more nowhere than the nowhere we are here right now. There's a lot more somewhere here than there was in the nowhere that we were at.
Basically, JD had no idea where we were. That's
well, we were lost.
You want robot fingers up your butt?
I don't.